Hi, it's Alaska Granny. Have you thought about what you would do if all of your food storage was destroyed? It was no longer fit or safe to eat? All of it was gone? That's something that happened in my family. I was flying to visit my son and his house burned down, and the fireman said, "Consider no food in your home safe to eat. You need to throw away everything because the house is a total loss." Fires are a serious threat to life and property due to smoke, extreme heat, and chemicals. Fire indirectly and directly affects the foods in your food storage and the food in your home. Is food safe to eat after being in a fire? And the answer is no. Foods may appear fine after being in a fire, but they could be compromised. The heat can cause jars and cans to split, crack, allow germs to enter. Cans and jars may seem undamaged, but the heat can cause the food to spoil. Smoke and chemicals from the fire can poison foods. Firefighting chemicals also taint and poison foods. So what should you do with food that was in or near a fire? All foods need to be thrown away. Fresh fruits and vegetables that are exposed to smoke and fumes need to be thrown away. Food in your refrigerator and freezer is probably also not good because of the fumes. Refrigerators aren't airtight, and you don't know firefighting chemicals, smoke from things like insulation and sheetrock are not safe to eat. You need to throw away any food that was touched by firefighting chemicals because the chemicals are very poisonous and you can't wash them off. If you're not sure if your food was touched or affected, you still need to throw it away. Guess what? You also need to throw away your disposable food utensils, your plastic plates, your plastic cups, because they've been exposed. It seems so wasteful and heartbreaking that none of your food can be safe to eat. You cannot risk the health of yourself and your family with food that's no longer safe and fit to eat. You can always get more food. Yes, it's heartbreaking, but that's one of the reasons why it's a good idea to store your supplies in more than one location if possible. And it's also a very important reason to have insurance and keep track of the contents in your home. We never know when an emergency will come upon us. No one knows. So you have to be open-minded when you make your plan about what are the disasters that could happen to me. What would I do? So yes, it seems like a devastating experience to lose your home, all of your contents, and even all of your prepping supplies. But guess what? If you still have your life, you still have your health, you still have the people that you love, and the things that you know. You can use what you know to rebuild with what you have left. It's never too late to start over or just to start. There's all kinds of reasons why you should have extra food on hand. You want to have food so that you can provide for your family no matter what the day brings. So here are 12 easy foods that you can add to your prepper stockpile so that you can make quick and easy meals no matter what the day brings. The first food is rice. Choose white rice because it's the longest lasting. Then pick up some broth or bouillon cubes. You can get the chicken, beef, vegetable. You can use the broth to rehydrate rice, beans, and pasta to make more tasty meals. If you don't have lentils, add them to your food stockpile. Lentils are very nutritious, they're easy to make, and they are very versatile. Do you have balsamic vinegar? That adds a lot of flavor that you can't get from just the regular types of vinegars that most of us have in our stockpile. Add some healthy oils like canola and olive oil. Don't stock more than you can use in a year or two because oils do go rancid. So you want to have enough for a year or two, but not for any longer amount of time than that. Have some shelf-stable milk. You can buy it in cartons. That is the UHT that can last for a year on your pantry. You can also buy some powdered milk or even cans of evaporated milk so that you have some milk options in your pantry. Cans of tomatoes can go a long way towards making foods taste better, meals more interesting. Choose canned fruits and vegetables, but look for fruits that are not in heavy syrup. Choose ones that are packed in juice or in water. And if you look for vegetables, try to find ones with low sodium. Those make them not only taste a little better, but it's better for you if you aren't getting too much sugar or sodium. Remember, dried fruit is a great way to have extra varieties on hand. So look through all of the different varieties of dried fruits that are available in your local market. Canned beans are great. Get all different types. They're already prepared. You just need to open and dump them into a casserole, a soup, or a stew, and you can make your meals have variety and help you avoid food fatigue. Hot cereals like oatmeal are great. They last practically forever. You don't even have to cook them in an emergency. You can soak them in liquid and then overnight, they call it overnight oats, and overnight you'll be able to eat them. And you can add some of the dried fruit that you have or even some of the cans of fruit to make a variety. Then make sure you're stocking up on herbs and spices. Get a variety because your family wants to have interesting meals. Just like you don't want to eat the same thing day after day, neither does your family. We try to always do the best with what we have to make our lives interesting and fulfilling. So add some of these foods to your Prepper Pantry, your long-term food storage if you don't have them. And if you can think of any other tips and tricks that we might like to know about, foods that you find that are easy to store and help make foods interesting, leave it in the comment below so we can learn from each other. If you liked my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might enjoy it. And please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.